She's crying herself to sleep. What in God's name would make you think that that's a good thing to tell the world? Why would you do that? You're a young lady, a beautiful young lady who one would surmise completely loves her man and is looking forward to spending the rest of your life with him. Congratulations. But it's about him, not about what other people think about you with him. You got to learn that. When you invite people in your relationships, you're ultimately going to invite them into your marriage. You really, really want that? You don't want that.
I would always tell them, they're like, well, you know, I mean, he's this and he's this and he's this, but he lacks in this. And I'm like, if you think that you have to sacrifice certain things for things that you personally want, then I don't think that it's for you. And here's the thing, like, you're not going to find a person who's going to be like, in a way that a person operates and like the little things that they do.
To further complicate Floyd Mayweather's present situation, Stephen A. Smith has invited Floyd Mayweather's girlfriend to a live interview where she spoke more about the domestic abuse she's gotten from him and gave more details about their court case. Along with other troubles he is facing at the moment, Floyd Mayweather has been filed a lawsuit by his current girlfriend, Gallienne Nabila, over the cases of domestic violence that have happened several times during their time together.
Honestly, more than anything, like, money is freedom, money's not happiness, you know? So it's temporary in my opinion. So I would base it around morals, standards, values, how they are as a person, where they come from, their family, how they raise a child.
How long do you think a woman can last in a relationship that has no romantic side to it, just strictly transactional?
Depends on the woman and how she carries herself.
Okay, thank you, Gallienne.
Told fans she's been crying herself to sleep over comments made by internet users. What are y'all doing?
On seeing this, fans who were never interested in their relationship and had always perceived it as a transactional relationship where Nabila was there just for Floyd's money and nothing more, sent their responses in the comment section. A trolling fan wrote in the comment section, "You've spent his money and seen him broke, so the best thing to do is to add to his problem. You didn't file a lawsuit while he beat you. You decided to do that when he had stopped and had no money." Another person showed no sign of pity or emotions, writing, "Mad women everywhere. You knew this and stayed all these years until he became bankrupt. You can't make this up. On to the next rich victim."
They don't mean it. It's to get at you. You could do better. Why you got to be with her? Why can't you be with somebody else? Blah, blah, blah. They gonna do all of that. What you doing? What are you doing? Don't give into that.
A worried fan said, "It's sad all of this is happening to this man now. Trust family and family only. Everyone else is there for something." Lastly, a fan wrote, "A man like Floyd deserves a woman like you. He thinks it's all about money and you came for the money. Well done." Stephen A. Smith has been the man behind the revelation of many of Floyd Mayweather's crime cases lately. Of the many things he's talked about, he has mentioned that Floyd Mayweather is now out of the country and will most likely not return until he is sure the financial crimes he's culpable of have died down.
But they think that since they're being upfront and honest about what they want, it's a little more ethical. Do you agree?
I mean, it's never a bad thing to be assertive.
Okay.
But I just personally wouldn't go about it, that way. You know?
So what is the basis you should build a relationship off of?
This is such a funny kind of concept.
Guys, this should be your most selfish time. You need to think about the people that you're involving in your life. How close-knit they are. Do they keep things internal? They're gonna go on social media and express themselves. You don't need that. You ain't got time for that nonsense. You're trying to get your paper. You're trying to build your career. You're trying to be in the National Football League, bro. You don't need to be coming home after a hard day's work as a national.
Until then, the former world champion would be spending time in other parts of the world, having flown to Dubai on the same night his homes in Los Angeles and Miami were raised by Homeland Security agents. Now, Stephen A. Smith added salt to his injury by involving his girlfriend after learning of a lawsuit filed against him by the model. This is just another lawsuit against Floyd Mayweather, after several other ones from a jewelry store, a Nigerian company, and many other individuals and organizations. This time, his girlfriend joined Stephen A. Smith and confessed what had been really going wrong in their relationship that she's never spoken to anyone about.
The little things that they do and like, you know, stuff like that, right? I'm not talking about that. You're talking about someone's character. Like if there's something within their character and deep down of them as a person that deeply affects you, that's not something that you're like, you can't get everything, gotta sacrifice it. No. And then also too, everything else.
Certain things you can't give and take on.
Yeah.
You just won the Heisman. And you on X talking about how, or Twitch, or whatever hell else you were on, talking about how she had to cry herself to sleep? What in this world has told you people are gonna say, oh?
According to her, Floyd Mayweather has been abusive from day one. He loves to dominate and rule women while having severe anger issues. From time to time, he'll tell crazily, insult, or make attempts to hit me until he eventually does and never stops. She added that Floyd Mayweather often makes up for his anger issues with his sweet and romantic personality. He's the kind that'll mess you up badly and return in hours with the most lovely and expensive gift you ever received. He apologizes and promises not to repeat it, while I promise to keep it secret.
You know, like for example, like if you, I'm so bad at thinking of just an example off the top of my head like this, but if a man is like, let's just say he like doesn't open the door for you or whatever, right? That's something that he can eventually do, where you can tell him like, listen, this is like the bare minimum for me. This is what I want. But when it comes to something like, you know, I don't know, even like his relationship with his mom, the way that like,
You're so cruel. We shouldn't have done that to her. We're sorry. They ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that. There's a lot of good, decent people in this world, Travis. But the ones who are the loudest,
According to her, this has been going on for years, and this has been the main reason why he stopped his children from living with him and his girlfriend, so they don't see him hitting or beating her up. She claims she really had no eyewitnesses except for his close associates, who wouldn't testify against him when Stephen A. Smith asked her for a witness, as she and Floyd mainly stayed at their houses alone, while the workers and others had separate blocks where they stayed. Stephen A. Smith then queried why she was filing a lawsuit this time and not at any other time in the past.
You know, and that's a kind way of putting it. And I will cancel a woman in a heartbeat that talks about my business. She utters my name.
what?
Publicly about us. She gone. I wouldn't hesitate.
She happy for us.
I don't care.
It just became overwhelming, she said. As others keep coming, I've gotten several calls and death threats. Many feel it's a mutual effort to commit all these crimes. I'm just realizing Floyd is an evil person, and he's not who I thought he was. I covered him up because I thought he was a good man, but seeing how evil he is, I decided to open up as well. Who knows if this is really her reason? Well, a lawsuit awaits Floyd Mayweather's return after his long history of lawsuits and domestic violence with his past and present girlfriends. Mayweather isn't a stranger to cases relating to domestic violence, and this was the prediction of a fan when Money Mayweather recently got his girlfriend a very expensive Louis Vuitton bag. While Floyd Mayweather was on vacation with his girlfriend, Gallienne Nabila, in France, the fans could spot him spending some time on the French Riviera and holding some dollar bills on a yacht.
That way.
Come on. Tranquilos.
In a 2-minute-long YouTube video, the fans could witness the pair exploring Monaco first, with Nabila wearing a watch that has a price tag of $190K, whereas Mayweather Jr. himself donned a black watch that costs about $80K. The YouTube video also showed them carrying a white Louis Vuitton bag while exploring the scenic outdoors with their entourage. It appears the boxer-turned-promoter's daughter, Jira Milan, had also accompanied them on the trip. In the video, you could spot Mayweather Jr. holding a large brown LV bag, the Steamer 65 monogram, which the video suggested he had bought for his supermodel girlfriend. The same bag found its way to the boxer's Instagram handle as well, where he shared some snaps with it. The caption read, "This video and photo explains the kind of bags I'm getting."
On crie pas s'il vous plaît, ça l'énerve, s'il vous plaît.
Tenez, je vous les laisse. Je peux vous les laisser. Recule, recule. Mais il va arriver là. Non, mais parce que...
On peut essayer.
It's been a really crazy day, but when you have good company, it's really never a stress. I got 3 hours of sleep because you can sleep when you die. Good morning, guys.
The pair have been together since 2019. They try to keep their relationship hidden from the public eye, but they occasionally seize headlines for some incidents, such as Mayweather Jr. gifting Nabila a Mercedes Maybach on her birthday in 2022. It seems expensive gifts are a running theme between the duo, which the fans are also trying to make sense of. As a result, one user hilariously drew an imaginative scenario of the pair getting involved in a fight where Mayweather Jr. could ask for his fancy gift back. They theorized, he'll take it right back when he gets mad at her. Actually, Mayweather did take it right back, and what he took was more than the bag. He took her mental stability, he took her emotional wholeness, and took her physical well-being after assaulting her. According to reports, the pair had once had a heated argument in Floyd's Las Vegas home, right in the presence of his team members and bodyguards, and soon, the argument became violent when Floyd Mayweather moved close to Nabila and pushed her against the wall before kicking and hitting her on the floor. Mayweather continued after people on the scene were able to keep him away from her. An anonymous source that was questioned after the incident claimed it was the victim herself who contacted the police and reported the incident. Regarding the incident, news is still coming up as it's been discovered that the pair have had a long history of domestic violence cases, where Nabila had been silent about all these years.
Why not?
I look at it like this, like I feel as if a woman works really, really hard, is ambitious and has a good job for herself, and I feel like personally for me, like I work really, really hard, so I feel like I deserve someone who works really, really hard.
Okay.
So I feel like if you kind of like have and like maintain those own qualities yourself, I feel like it's okay to kind of look for that in someone else, but money isn't the exact term that I would use. I would use someone who's like a hard worker and someone who grinds, and so I deserve that reciprocation from somebody.
Okay.
She also claimed Floyd Mayweather was always bullying her into keeping mute, seeing there is a 22-year age difference between the 47-year-old Floyd Mayweather and his 25-year-old girlfriend. Some sources within the federal authorities confirmed that Floyd would be taken to court, and his punishment would be determined by the judge. This would be deep sadness for the couple, whose last presence on social media was quite amusing and engaging. The International Boxing Hall of Famer recently shared some candid moments from his personal life during a TikTok game with his girlfriend Gallienne Nabila.
Okay. So recently on TikTok, there's been a trend of women creators encouraging other women to like necessarily engage in practices where they don't date the man for romantic interest, but rather money. Do you think that's a healthy way to conduct a relationship?
No, I don't.
The game, which has become popular on TikTok, involved the couple answering various questions about each other. Despite his typically private nature, Mayweather seemed comfortable sharing these insights. For instance, when asked who eats more and who lies more, he playfully pointed to Nabila. When it came to the question of who is classier and who holds grudges, Mayweather humorously claimed both titles for himself. A surprising revelation occurred when Nabila described him as more sensitive, a side not often associated with the tough boxer. They also agreed that if they had children, Mayweather would be the stricter parent. The most eye-catching moment was when both identified Mayweather as the more manipulative partner, a label he accepted with a grin. But as clips of the couple spread across the internet, many commenters focused on the book smart question. Who is more book smart? I think we all knew it wasn't Mayweather LMAO, a TikTok commenter wrote, to which one person replied, "Lol, ooh boy, don't let 50 see this video, he will ride that question all day long."
It's so interesting, I feel like, when it comes to like what basically are the characteristics that I would love like in a man. I mean, also one thing that I would say, just to even answer your initial question, is I feel like when it comes to dating someone kind of within your industry and not, like I have dated someone within my industry and I've dated someone who's not in my industry, and you actually would think that dating someone in your industry is better because they understand it
yeah.
and they get it, but it's actually, I feel like the opposite. I actually feel like it's better to date someone who actually is not in your industry.
On Instagram, another fan declared, "We know who is more book smart." That reply could have come particularly because there is a long history of Mayweather's frenemy 50 Cent making fun of the 47-year-old retired athlete allegedly being illiterate. No lies told by 50, one person posted in response to the couple's video, along with a montage of Fifth challenging the boxing champ to read a page from a Harry Potter book or The Cat in the Hat over the years. Another ex-user also referenced the In Day Club rapper by writing, "The book question was the easiest to answer since 50 Cent exposed that Floyd Mayweather can't read." A fourth commentator said, "50 was right this whole time, please, in the name of Jesus, can I get an amen?"
They don't get it, and they kind of are like, this is your world, like you do it, you know, because I don't understand it.
If you find somebody that confident enough to say like you
of
do
course.
it.
And security is obviously extremely important, you know, but then, you know, when you date somebody who obviously is in your industry, it's almost like they know of what goes on, what could happen, and this and that, and so I feel like they're a little bit more insecure, actually.
That's a good point.
And so I feel like I've witnessed that throughout my life. But for me, qualities that I look for in a man, I, for some reason, obviously got to, you know.
50 and Mayweather have had a complicated friendship for years. After joining forces to launch the Money Team Promotions in 2012, the partnership ended just months later. The split ignited a public feud. Eventually, the situation turned personal when 50 Cent called out Mayweather to read from a book on camera as part of the Ice Bucket Challenge for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis awareness. To add to the growing speculation about Mayweather's literacy skills, in 2014, The Breakfast Club morning show released audio of Floyd Mayweather struggling to read a copy for a radio drop. Other people insulted Mayweather's intelligence by concentrating on another question from the video. Mayweather and Nabila were prompted to answer, "Who is more superstitious?" A TikToker posted, "Mayweather didn't know what superstitious meant." Someone on Instagram aimed at the couple's facial expression saying, "Neither knew the meaning of superstitious."
For some reason, obviously got to, you know, because very, very important. I want that to be the core and center of everything else for my future. But I would say I'm extremely attracted to intelligence. Like, I love a smart man.
Yes.
Love a smart man. I also never thought I would ever end up with like a celebrity or date someone, you know, on a public figure in a sense. But I always have been so attracted to very, very smart people. And because for me, I want to be with someone who obviously makes me grow and someone who inspires me, the same thing you.
Nabila is the latest in a long list of women that Floyd Mayweather has had relationships with. He began dating the late Josie Harris in 1995, who was the mother of 3 of Mayweather's children. Mayweather also had a relationship with Melissa Brim, mother of Mayweather's only daughter, Leanna. Nabila is one face that has consistently popped up since 2019, even after Mayweather had begun a relationship with Anna Monroe, as Nabila was spotted with him in 2021 before they became more confident in going more public since 2022. The pair are sporadically spotted with public appearances such as shopping or traveling, and they're also regularly cited at NBA games for the Los Angeles Clippers in California, so it seems that she is the one with his heart. However, it will remain to be seen where their relationship heads from here after Mayweather's financial crimes are over or when her lawsuit has fulfilled its due course. Nabila is a professional model signed to Wilhelmina Models after previously working for Elite Model Management prior to moving to Los Angeles in 2020, and as part and parcel of being a modern model, she is also a social media influencer too, boasting over 1 million fans on Instagram.
15 questions for couples. Who likes to eat more? Who lies more? Who was the bigger before you got together? Who's classier?
With collaborations with Key, Anastasia Beverly Hills, and Fashion Nova, she's proved herself to be successful enough to form her own nonprofit organization called Gallienne's Girls in 2023, which aims to guide young women and uplift young girls to be confident. Nabila also doubles as a designer alongside being a model and created the Gallienne x Nalia line in 2023, which, in a collaboration with Nalia Swim, is a bathing suit line that operates in the United States and Australia. Alongside her professional endeavors, she has passions for traveling, which includes trips to South Africa, Italy, London, and Dubai, and for watching basketball, with regular appearances at NBA games. The pair could actually be engaged too. After Nabila began posting photos of her relationship online, one of them included a large diamond ring, although there has been no confirmation or denial of the rumors yet.
Who holds more grudges? Who picks the restaurants for date night? Who would survive longer on Naked and Afraid? Who is more sensitive?
Mayweather's violent abuse of women has repeatedly got him in trouble with the law and seen him jailed. He served 2 months of a 3-month sentence in prison in 2012 after attacking his ex, Josie Harris, 2 years earlier. The horrific assault, which Harris described in an unpublished book, took place in front of their 3 kids, Jira, Zion, and Karaun, who were aged just 7, 9, and 11 at the time. Floyd Mayweather has been in the middle of so much controversy lately. Many boxing professionals and presenters have confirmed Floyd Mayweather's bankruptcy amidst the debts he owes in heavy millions to different individuals and organizations. Also, Floyd Mayweather is said to have lied about purchasing a $400 million estate. Of course, evidence came back and his lies were exposed.
When it comes to kids, who is or will be the disciplinary? Who is more book smart? Who is more street smart? Who is more likely to get pulled over for speeding?
The boxer has a well-known history of domestic abuse allegations that have been consistently overlooked with each of his historic wins. The line between what should happen in the ring and outside of it have become as blurred for Mayweather as they have for his opponents who use these allegations as fodder for trash talk. While Floyd Mayweather prepared for his exhibition fight against Logan Paul, Paul brought up Mayweather's domestic abuse history on their pre-match press run as a quippy comeback when the latter poked fun at Paul's suicide forest controversy in Japan. "I know what you did in Japan," Mayweather said before Paul jumped in with the insult.
Who is more manipulative? Who is more superstitious? Who is more ride or die?
"I know what you did to your wife. He's 50. 0, he's not. He's 51. 1 because he beat his wife too." The response of cheers and hoots from the crowd showcased how Mayweather's repeated violence against women has become just another chapter in his legend. And that feels profoundly wrong. What exists as long-standing trauma for his ex-girlfriends has never stopped Mayweather from making millions from inflicting the same violence against boxing opponents. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.